Good morning. Please rise and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you.
Coming up next on News in a Flash, library deadlines announced, last elementary student council meeting set, iPad collection, and sports. All this and more coming up next. Good morning, guys. It's me, Caleb. I'm studying for finals since they're switching it up and they're starting on Monday this semester, instead of Wednesday like we usually have them. So nice of you to join me, Connor. Where's your stuff for finals? I said we'd be studying today.
Dude, I'm about to graduate, man. And I gotta work on the senior slideshow, which, by the way, seniors, keep getting those pictures in. We need them.
All right. Well, I guess we have to do this. It's our last video edition of News in a Flash. I'm Caleb Hancock.
And I'm Connor Kurek, this one last time. We begin our newscast with this top story. Middle school and high school students, your last day to check out library books was Monday, May 9th. Now, all books must be returned by Monday, May 16th, so the deadline has been extended. Any students with books not returned by this date will be charged for them. So be sure you get those books in now. Exceptions will be made for books that are necessary for school projects. Elementary students, your last day to check out library books will be today, Friday, May 13th. All books must then be returned by Friday, May 20th. If you still have books checked out after this date, your parents will be charged for replacement copies. The last elementary student council meeting will be on May 23rd at 3 p.m. in room 135. Be sure to mark your calendar and don't forget to bring a snack to share. Any student who is currently in 5th through 9th grade, listen up. Do you like making new friends? Because that's something I wish I could do. Do you know all the ins and outs of being a Burris Owl? I can help you with that. If so, you might be interested in being a mentor to new transfer students. If you'd like the opportunity to meet new transfers and help them to adjust to their new school, please pick up an interest form from Mrs. Cook in room 239. Or from the counseling center.
Yesterday, the current freshman class voted for who would become sophomore class council next year. Risha Mehta ran uncontested and will remain class secretary. As for the other positions, Willie Avila was voted as class treasurer. Brian Schweitzer was voted for another term as vice president. And finally, for his second term, Nolan Clay will be president. Congrats to these four. iPad collection begins next week. All students are asked to fully charge your iPad prior to the check-in date. Middle school and seniors will be collected on Wednesday. Juniors, sophomores, and freshmen will be collected on Thursday. Elementary students will be collected on Friday. Teachers will give you further instructions on the day of collection. The junior class has a lot more pairs of sunglasses left to be sold. And with summer just around the corner, you're going to need something to protect your eyes. They're just $1, and you can't beat that price. So be sure to purchase a pair from Miss A in the tech studio. You don't have to be in high school to buy a pair of these cool sunglasses. Anyone who has not yet paid for Who Done It, the Mayterm course with Miss Miller and Dr. Cumber, must do so by 3 p.m. today, or you will be dropped out from the class. For any high school students who are in the Mayterm coffee class, you'll need to bring Miss Mockerman your $5 class fee by Wednesday, May 18th.
Wait, they're taking our iPads?
No, Connor, they're not our iPads. The school is letting us borrow them.
They're taking their iPads?
They're taking them back. They were never ours to begin with.
That's traumatizing. But, as always, I guess it's time to see who has a birthday this week.
If any of your friends were on that list, be sure to wish them a very happy birthday.
And now, as always, it's time for our very own Calvin Walter Heintzelman for a look at this week's sports.
Thanks, Connor, and good morning, everyone. I'm Calvin Walter. I'm about to graduate Heintzelman with this week's sports update. Ryan Morey will be signing his letter of intent to play basketball at Indiana Tech on Monday, May 16th at 3 p.m. in the Burris Auditorium. Come out and support this fine athlete. For those who ordered spiritware, your orders are ready to be picked up in Mr. Walderek's office. A friendly reminder to all high school spring sports athletes. Your award ceremony will take place tonight at 5:30 in the Cardinal Ballroom located on the second floor of the Student Center. Please be in your seat no later than 5:25 p.m. As mentioned on the radio edition of NIAF, this past Saturday, our middle school boys track team claimed the first middle school track and field conference championship in school history, while our junior Lady Owls team finished as runner-up by 1 point. Individual conference champions were Sophia Sponseller in the 100 and 200 meter dashes, Weston Clay in the 400 meter dash, Alexander Staten in the 2400 meter run, Hannah Kreider in discus, Bryce Monroe in the discus and shot put. Bryce's throw in the discus was 30 feet further than the second place competitor. In the high school race, both our boys and girls team finished as conference runner-ups. Our individual conference champions were Ruth Nicholson, Abby Sommers, Emmy Minnick, and Brittany Kent in the 4x8 relay, Carly Brewster in the discus and shot put, and Clayton Mong in the discus. This past Monday, the boys' middle school track team defeated Westell 64-32, while our junior Lady Owls team lost 57-38. 7th grader Weston Clay won the 100, 200, and 400 while anchoring the winning 4x400 relay team. Alexander Staten won the 800 and the 1600. For the girls, Sophia Sponseller won the 100, 200, and anchored the winning 4x100 relay team. They will compete in their last meet of the season tonight at the Union City Invite. Good luck, Owls. This past Wednesday, our boys baseball team lost to Blue River Valley by a score of 18-3 on Cancer Awareness Night and raised $125 for cancer research. Thank you to all the Owls who supported our cause. They will play at conference rival Anderson Prep this Saturday with an 11 a.m. start. Next Wednesday, they will host conference opponent Indianapolis Shortridge for our whiteout game. Any Owl fan wearing white will receive admission for only $1. Both our varsity and JV Lady Owls tennis teams swept Anderson by a score of 5-0. They'll compete in the Delta Tennis Sectional next week. We will announce the day and time of their match on next week's NIAF radio edition. That's all for this week's sports update. I'm Calvin Walter Heintzelman. As always, be sure to come out and support all of our fine athletes. Back to you, Caleb.
Thanks, Calvin. We're really going to miss you next year without all your wit telling us those sports updates. Well, we have a special thing for you guys this week. We have weather again with our very own Ryan Morey.
Thanks, Connor. I'm Ryan Morey with this week's weather report. If you look at the map, you can see that down in the lower grades like kindergarten, senioritis effects haven't really hit yet. But if you look up here, up in like the 12th grade, you can see that senioritis is in full effect because honestly, we're just ready to get out of here. Also this week, we're supposed to be experiencing temperatures of 700. Connor, you messed up the script. We're experiencing temperatures of 70 degrees and it's just getting really nice. And no, there's not even a storm this week. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that weather update, Ryan.
That was some pretty scary stuff, it looked like. I'll be sure to be prepared for senioritis next year.
But you're a senior this year. You're graduating with us.
I don't know why people keep assuming I'm a senior. I'm only a junior.
Dude, quit lying, man. Come on. It's not cool. And now, as always, it's time for a weekly visit with Mrs. Magerman from the Burris Counseling Center.
Hello, I'm Julie Magerman with the last Counseling Center announcements of the school year for the week of May 13th, 2016. Next year's high school students will receive their schedules very soon. Any changes should be requested before the end of the school year. I'll still be in the Counseling Center for several days after school is out, so please make an appointment to see me if needed. After the first week of June, the Counseling Center will be closed for the summer. We won't be able to make schedule changes at the beginning of next year. The Indiana Consortium of State and Local Human Rights Agencies is offering a $1,000 scholarship. Current seniors may complete an application, which includes an essay prompt. Discuss your perspective on a current civil human rights issue that you believe Americans are concerned about. Applications are available in the Counseling Center and they're due May 30th. If you will be a junior or a senior next year and you requested AP Calc, AP Stats, Photography, Journalism, or Contemporary Literature and Rhetoric, you are eligible for dual credit for these classes. High school students who intend to take a Burris class for dual credit next year should already have a Ball State email username and password. If you do not have one, you should request one immediately. This involves your parent signing a permission form, so please do this as soon as possible. You will not be able to enroll in a dual credit class without access to Ball State's system, which requires a username and password. To sign up for dual credit, you must have a Ball State username and password before the end of this school year. Please talk with me immediately for instructions. If you aren't sure, we can check in the front office to see if you already have an account. If you already have an account but the password needs to be changed, we can provide you with instructions to do that. The Lilly Community Endowment Scholarship Program has changed its timeline beginning next school year. Students in the class of 2017 who plan to apply for this scholarship should be prepared to do so in early September. This past year's application is on the Community Foundation's website at www.cfmdin.org, so students can get an idea ahead of time of what the application will entail. Students who apply in September should already have taken SAT or ACT at least once and should be prepared to supply a teacher recommendation. Any Burris High School student registered for a Spring Ball State course as dual credit or an online or on-campus course can request a transcript starting when your grade is posted. For dual credit courses like AP English Language or AP Calculus, this is when your high school class is completed. For students who took only spring courses either online or on campus, that class grade will post by May 13th. Transcripts are free for anyone registered for a spring class until July 5th. Up to 10 transcripts can be requested at a time. We suggest requesting several transcripts for later use for attending different colleges or universities or workplaces. You will need your Ball State username and password. To request transcripts, sign into Banner at my.bsu.edu, click on SSB, Student, and Student Record, then request printed transcript. You're welcome to use a computer in the Counseling Center to do this. We have a printed list of instructions for your reference. If you need further assistance with transcripts, contact the transcript office at Ball State at 285-1970. Congratulations to the seniors of the class of 2016 on their graduation from high school. We wish you the best of luck in the future. Congratulations also to all the students at Burris on the successful completion of this school year. I hope you all have a wonderful, restful, and safe summer. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Ms. Magerman, for those very helpful announcements.
You know, overall, we'd just like to thank the entire Counseling Center for being a huge help to our class and the rest of the high school and all of Burris in its entirety. We know Caleb's really going to miss you next year, Mrs. Magerman.
I'm not graduating.
Come on, man. Lying isn't healthy.
You know what time it is now. It's time for Noah Gaither's Tip of the Week.
Did you know the easiest way to get into a student's locker is to use a key? Now, let's see what we have for lunch today. Peanut butter and chocolate chip. Revenge is pretty tasty. That's pretty crazy, right?
Dude, that's my locker.
Well, I saw Noah earlier. He looked very upset about that. I wonder where he is.
He took my lunch. He took my lunch. And he took my catchphrase. It's pretty crazy. It's not the same anymore, man.
Hey, you know what I just realized? He's out of a job next year.
You know what I just realized?
Yeah, what?
So are you, and
Oh, I guess I'll see you later then.
Calvin, and Ryan. Well,
You're alone.
looks like I'll be holding auditions. So, if you want to be part of the News in a Flash team next year, just talk to one of us. We'll be sure to see if you have the right stuff.
But up next, one final announcement. Do you know what rhymes with I'm about to graduate? The yearbook. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The yearbook is still on sale. So if you haven't bought one yet, go ahead and buy one so you can preserve those memories on book forever.
Well, that's all we have for this final News in a Flash. I'm Caleb Hancock.
And as always, I'm Connor Kurek. Thank you so much for watching. And be sure to tune into our radio edition on Tuesday.